And moving on, Ramya was the toast of the town during the election campaign. She campaigned extensively, going to every nook and corner of the district. But now that the elections are over, Ramya seems to have gone completely low-key. Residents allege that Ramya is missing and that her number is now not reachable. So is Ramya in fact on some sort of a holiday or just taking a sabbatical from her duties? Well, there is no word on where she is, but she has gone completely missing is what the residents claim. In fact, Ramya was seen present on the roads every single day ahead of the elections, campaigning, speaking to the people, interacting with them, and also speaking and telling them that at any time she will be available. But that definitely doesn't seem to be the case, because after polling day, she has completely disappeared. According to the residents there, they've even tried calling her on her phone, but to no avail. We understand that her phone is also unreachable. So has she gone to some foreign location for a sort of trip to rejuvenate herself, or is she simply taking a break from her duty as the MP of Mandya? Well, either way, the residents don't seem too happy, because they feel that it almost seems like it's a trick of sorts that these people have gone ahead, that Ramya in fact has gone ahead and disappeared soon after the elections. My colleague Varghese joins us over the phone line with more information. Varghese, not surprising that we've seen this time and again in the past that post-polling day politicians just completely go off the radar.
Well, that is something that has in fact hurt the voters of Mandya, and in fact there is several issues that have come to light. In fact, some of the farmers are in fact trying to get in contact with their MP with regards to the drought that could be affecting them, especially with the sugarcane crop that is going to come up this year. So that is something that they have been trying to in fact press upon the MP on the sugar prices, and that one of them have said that it has become a problem because they are not able to trace the number itself, because she's not picking up the call, and that is why they are not able to press upon their dire need at present. Also, there have been several instances where women wanted some help out from the MP, and they've not been able to in fact get across to her, and this has in fact hurt their sentiments, and now they're very angry with the fact that it seems that Ramya seems to have come only for the campaign and get the votes, and after that this so-called young MP has in fact disappeared, and there is no way to in fact contact her for the required kind of help that they require from their representative. That has in fact hurt the sentiments of the people of Mandya, and this has become a constant complaint also in the region, especially with several villages that are facing drinking problems, shortages, and they've been in fact trying to get their MP to press upon the authorities that water needs to be supplied to them. This has become a sort of a routine for them to in fact just try to press upon the Congress workers or the party members to in fact get their MP to do something about it, but they've not been able to reach, and so a lot of them have got a lot of pent-up anger in the region at present, Akshata.
Right, Varghese. Also, of course, we've seen that post-polling day, several of these politicians used it as an opportunity to go on vacations and the like. So is there any word on whether Ramya is maybe not present in Mandya as of now?
Well, at present, that is what a lot of people are saying, that when the problems of Mandya are getting needs a lot of help from their MP, especially using the office of the MP, they've been not able to contact her. So that is one thing that has come to light, Akshita.
Right, Varghese, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But of course, it looks like immediately after polling day, Ramya has completely gone off the radar. The people of Mandya have been trying to reach her. Her phone is back. Well, all your Rajni fans, you could now get the chance to interact with the superstar himself. Rajnikant will soon be active on Twitter, and he's all set to join the micro-blogging site in a week's time. It is said that his handle as well as his first tweet have already been planned. My colleague Priya joins us live from the newsroom with more information. Priya, there's no doubt that fans will rejoice on this news, but Rajnikant has always been someone who has been rather media shy, kept away from social networking sites. It definitely looks like a change of heart. Does it seem like a publicity stunt, keeping in mind that Kochadayan is set to release this week?
Indeed, Akshita, the buzz right now is that it could be for the promotions of Kochadaya that Rajnikant has finally decided to join the social networking website, because so far he has not been on Facebook or any of the other media that most other superstars used to connect with their fans. Now, we have to remember that it was earlier last year that Amitabh Bachchan finally came onto Twitter and Facebook, and it was quite a runaway success. And yes, keeping in mind that Kochadaya is releasing this weekend, this could well be a very, very smart and a quick publicity stunt to get through the masses, because knowing the kind of fan following that Rajinikanth has, this is indeed going to be a great way to publicize the film without having to undergo a lot of media blitzkrieg like they usually have to for a lot of movies, Akshita.
Right, Priya, we also understand that there's been extensive planning of sorts into this particular Twitter account. We understand that his handle has been decided upon, even his first tweet. But any word on exactly when he will join Twitter?
Akshita, right now that particular information is pretty unclear, but yes, they've said within a week, and considering that Kachana is releasing this Friday, that's barely 4 or 5 days away, we have to keep in mind that Rajinikanth is definitely, and also the people behind the movie are definitely going to make sure that he does join before or immediately on the day of the release of the film. Now, indeed, this is another landmark when it comes to Rajinikanth, who has so far kept away from a lot of media interviews, has also not really been very accessible to, let's say, the media as such. But yes, indeed, he's always been very fond of his fans, and he's always said that his fans make him who he is. So to connect with the fans, this indeed is going to be quite a leap there. And as of now, it's also not revealed what the first tweet is going to be, but it is anybody's guess that it will probably be about the film that is all set for release. And considering how delayed this film was, the makers are sure to go all out to ensure that all kinds of media and publicity are focused on this particular film, Akshita.
Right, Priya. Also, of course, considering that Rajinikanth is joining Twitter, there's no doubt that he is all set to break records as well.
Indeed, Akshita, we do remember that when Amitabh Bachchan joined Twitter and Facebook, the likes or rather the following that shot up immediately went into millions. And considering the kind of fan following Rajinikanth has, it probably will be very close to what Amitabh Bachchan hit back in 2012 or 13 when he joined. So we can expect something really massive. Also, we're told that the company handling his Twitter account will be the same that handles Salman Khan and Amitabh Bachchan's Twitter accounts. So indeed, they will make sure that the following does reach an epic new number where it comes to Rajinikanth, because where it comes to Rajinikanth, nothing small will really do.
Right, Priya, thank you so much for joining us with all those details. But of course, all fans will be rejoicing on this particular news. Rajinikanth is all set to join Twitter. Now, it may seem as a publicity stunt, but one that seems to be very carefully planned out and will definitely work in Rajinikanth's favor. Keep in mind that his film Kocha Dayan will be releasing on Friday. So ahead of that, he's all set to join Twitter, and we understand that his first tweet is also planned out, and of course fans will be waiting in anticipation, hoping that it will be a personal message for all of them. And moving on, in a shocking case of brutal sexual assault, a 15-year-old was found kept in illegal confinement and raped for 9 months. The minor was meted out to this treatment by her brother's father-in-law. The father-in-law, Basappa Kuri, was angry with his own daughter for ditching her abusive first husband and marrying another person. To take revenge on his daughter, Basappa kidnapped the second husband's younger sister, who was a minor, and repeatedly raped her. The minor is now pregnant. We understand that Basappa had in fact sold his daughter for 60,000 rupees to Mahavir and got her married to him. However, for over a year she stayed with him before he turned abusive. So she finally left him and got married to another person of her own choice. Now, when Basappa came to find out about the same, he was anything but thrilled. He said to have barged into Sudha, of course his daughter's house, and also threatened her, and after which he said to have kidnapped her husband's younger sister, of course his son-in-law's younger sister, and then post that kept her in illegal confinement for 9 months, during which period he said to have repeatedly raped her, and then finally when she got pregnant he ditched her. Now the 15-year-old girl as well as Sudha have approached the police. They have lodged a case of kidnapping, rape and assault against Basappa, who is currently not in police custody. And in Hubli, Dalit organizations have held a protest against Baba Ramdev's statement, as several shops were shot in the city and tires were burnt as protesters took to the streets. All the shops in the old bus station area were forcibly made to close down by the protesters.
Dikara!
a group of people gathering there on the streets. But besides that, Galata was witnessed at the bus stand as a band was called, and several of the shops were still open. So these particular protesters were seen gathering and creating quite some ruckus. They were seen vandalizing the shop's property before going ahead and forcibly shutting it down, making it very clear that they wanted the support of the entire city to ensure the arrest of Baba Ramdev. Remember, in the past we've seen a number of protests taking place in Karnataka itself, and Dalit organizations coming together and staging one such bandh, and when it turned out to be not so successful, these people were seen gathering and forcibly shutting shop, creating ruckus on the streets. They also tried to stop the buses from functioning, but while they did ensure that buses were delayed, the buses continued to ply in Hubli.